Good morning.
Are we
We are
live?
live. Yes, we are.
Because it's going on, it's clicking on, and yeah, I guess we are. Oh,
We
you
are
know what
live.
it
So
is?
I'm watching over here on the screen.
Let me get the sound here off. There we go. So I'm looking at it on the screen. I'm trying to be like you, Chris.
Oh,
I'm being a more mature host,
well,
and
this is how I double check a lot of things
yeah.
by
So I
watching it on the
also I
side.
can see I can see the chat, like, and I can also put polls in.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so one of our members of our community said, Ron, you need to make sure you put that poll up just like Don Lemon.
He had a
And
great show yesterday evening with Joy Reid. I enjoyed that.
yes, it was great. If you guys missed the Joy Reid show, it was excellent. And just getting the history behind the news media
Yes. I
and
love
who
that
they are,
interaction.
that was really good.
And I
Um,
love the fact that she dropped some little nuggets that she's going to be doing her own thing on YouTube eventually. So to keep,
yes.
keep it locked. I actually subscribed to her page yesterday. I didn't realize she had a whole subscription page and
Oh
everything. So
yeah. Oh
yeah, I
yeah. I've been
subscribed to that.
following. Yeah, I follow. I'm a Joy follower. I've been following her,
Yeah,
and also I follow her. She and her cousin. They're not really cousins, but they have the
you know
same
how we
last
do.
name. You know
That's
how
my
we. Yeah,
cousin.
you know how we black
Yeah,
folks
that's my
are.
cousin.
However, I think I need some like, and also what we're doing today is I'm on TikTok, and I say, let me just start doing my TikTok while I'm doing this. Who knows? But we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are
You're on
on Twitch,
everything.
and we're on YouTube. I'm going to turn on some lights. I think we need a light. So
Okay.
here we go. There's that nice light. Yes, there we
You
go. Because
a
I
little
don't like the
something.
shadows.
You have a little glow to you now.
Just a little
A little glow.
highlighted. So it's cold in New York today.
It is
Holy
a little cool.
moly. I had the windows cracked throughout the house because it was a humid day yesterday. And I woke up this morning and the winds were howling. And one of the things about living high up in an apartment is that when the winds start howling, like literally, then it's windy outside. So
Yeah.
the house got cold. Thus, I'm wearing my sweats because the house got cold. It got very cold.
It's funny. It's the opposite here. We had the high winds last night, and for whatever reason, the apartment's really warm. The heat hasn't been on for maybe about 2 weeks, and I actually had to crack the two windows in the living room and in the bedroom just to kind of cool the place down. Plus, this office gets really warm because of the lights and stuff. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a little warm over here today.
Well, it is definitely for those that are on TikTok. Should I have you on me or should I have you on the screen looking at Chris and I on the actual monitor? We'll do it. We'll just switch it up throughout the TikTok live. So we are here. We are here, and I see there's some folks that are hitting the lights as they're entering the space. And but yeah, I do believe something has happened to our algorithm. Something has happened to the algorithm, and so
Yeah, because we only have
uh
8 watching so far right
yeah,
now.
it's also like I said with Don Lemon, I
Yeah,
have to search to find him and find other people. So they've changed the algorithms, and
well, you know what? I don't even think it's so much the algorithm. I think it's like keywords, or certain types of programs they're not pushing anymore.
um,
Because it adds that list of words that they don't want you to use that they're trying to
mm.
ban. I have a feeling it has something to do with that. No conspiracy theory here, but um,
No conspiracy theory. I'm always
facts are facts.
I don't publicly state conspiracy theories, but in my head they're always floating.
But
I have to
yeah,
always
like
put my things in check.
I was actually surprised this morning. I saw Touch Base Daily in the feed, so
Oh,
we'll see.
okay.
Yeah, I saw it
Well,
today. I hadn't seen it all week, but today I did.
well, we do have a good following. We do have a great bunch of folks that are in this community, and we have some some conversations, great topics. And yesterday we had a good one. If you missed it, we talked about liberty. the Statue of Liberty and how she came into play and what's her purpose and all that good stuff. So you want to check that out from yesterday's Touch Base Daily. You can, but also for a better experience, join us on, and this is for you TikTokers, join us on our YouTube channel, which is Touch Base Daily. You can just Google that, or you can just go to Ron Lewis Photos. Okay, so if you are in TikTok and you want to see us live and you want to interact, you want to be a part of the conversation, the best way to do it is on our Touch Base Daily on YouTube. So anyway, let's say we need to do some greetings, right? It's time for some greetings.
Yes.
And I have a bunch of Focus Friday. For those that don't know, we do Focus Friday. And this is the day that we talk about social media accounts that inspire, encourage, and inform. So there you have it. So that's but we got some comments in the box here. And you guys are chatting it up over there.
Yeah.
Realize it. Okay, good. Hannah says, good morning. How about this? I'm going to switch you guys over to the screen. Let's do that. So you can, I'm going to flip you over. So that way you can do that. But you probably should just join over. Come on over to our page itself. Okay, so we got good morning, Ron and Chris and Touch Base Daily family. How are you? That was from Hannah. Anthony's number 2 in the room. He did not hesitate. He says, good morning, everyone. And then I see the loves and the kabooms and all that good stuff. And Hannah says, I enjoyed it too. Yes. And Anthony says, I missed it. Yes, you did. Danette is in the building. Danette Williams is in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. And DeSava is in the building. She says, good morning. And we also have some more love going there. And then we have the great Lisa saying, morning, everyone. And you know what we do when Bryson, I got to take a sip.
Take a sip.
Mm-hmm. Now we're ready to say Mr. Bryson. Mr. Bryson says, what's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, RLP fam? What's up, CQ fam? Happy Snow White Friday. Happy Wicked Streaming Day. Welcome to the weekend.
Yes, we are here for the weekend.
And I love Bryson.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's in tune, man, because he's mentioned all the things that are coming out today.
Yes. Bryson, are you in New York? Have you arrived into New York already? Or are you coming to New York to see Q5 this weekend? I know that I do have this afternoon, mid-afternoon, with some CQ folks. And then tomorrow is the great CQ5 event at the Apollo, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. I do believe there are some tickets left. I think it's the 10 o'clock there's tickets left. And so come on out, and there's going to be lots of people a part of the CQ family in New York. And then on Sunday, also tomorrow, I have my meetup in the morning. So if you're in New York City, not in the morning, but in the early afternoon, if you're in New York City tomorrow, we're having our meetup, and that is going to be at 2 o'clock in Soho. And if you want, just go to the meetup app.
Is that the first one for the year?
It's the first on the street for the year. Yes.
Okay.
January we met at ICP.
Oh, you did.
February I had surgery, so we
Right.
couldn't do it in February. But we are definitely doing this on Saturday from 2 to 4. We meet every 4th Saturday of the month, and the 4th Saturday falls early this year. And so we will be meeting on tomorrow at 2 o'clock in Soho. If you want the details, go to the Meetup app and look for RLP Urban Photographers Meetup. Okay, there you go. And I'll put the sign up later on, later in the show. And also I'll put a link inside the description of this video. So how are you guys doing in TikTok? I see some of y'all. I see you in TikTok. I see you there. Also, let's say hello. There's some more hellos, right? Couldn't just I got Bryson makes you just want to stop and talk. Also, Anthony says the weather is cool and the winds are high in Dallas too. It's crazy. Yeah, Gwendolyn was telling me all week you guys have been getting a lot of strong winds all week. And
Well,
yeah,
last weekend, like the Midwest got tornadoes, and
yes. And the
so
southern Midwest, yes.
yeah, Southern Midwest.
Yeah.
Well, this is the time of the year where you have
This is
all
it.
four seasons in one
Transition.
day. In one
Yes.
day.
We're in
In the morning,
spring.
it's winter time. Spring in the afternoon. Summer in the evening, and then fall in the nighttime. So,
And you do have big swings. Like, for instance,
yeah,
it was 30 something degrees this morning, and it's supposed to go up to, I think, 55 or 56.
And last week was like 70 degrees when I was in DC.
Yeah.
So, that time of the year, but I don't mind it. Bring it on.
Look, I'm ready for warm weather. I
So
am
am I.
ready to get on my bike. My doctor gave me clearance that I can get back on my bike like 6 weeks after the surgery. I am now 4 weeks after the surgery, so I got 2 more weeks, and then I'll be able to get back on my bike and get some miles in and start really cycling again like I used to. So I'm excited about my cycling season. My cycling club, they've pulled me into an assignment to be the photographer for our bike club, and to kind of like when we go to different parts, because they know I love history and I love sharing photography and histories of different parts of the city. So what we're going to be doing is I'll be on our excursions around the city, because we usually do 25-mile rides, 35 miles, up to 50-mile rides. And but during those rides, I'll be pausing and teaching and sharing people with their smartphones how to take pictures along the way. So because there's some monumental moments where people are like, wow, this is amazing, I love this, or they want to take pictures of each other. I'll be helping them with instructing them and getting better photography.
So you are the designated historian for the group.
Photojournalist. The photojournalist.
Yes, yes.
the photojournalist, documentarian, and teacher.
Historian.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that new role. And so I can't wait to get on the bike and start doing that. I see here also, good morning. I still get, Kim says she still gets notifications. That's good. So, also, if you're not getting notifications, make sure you click on the bell and hit all.
Yeah.
Hit the bell and hit all on your notifications on our YouTube channel. Okay, so you'll be able to get all the information. Bryson says also, happy CQ5 day, everybody. For those who's going to New York City, safe travels. Everybody, for those who are going. Excellent. I see also Charlene is in the building. What's going on, Charlene? I just love when Charlene's in the building. I just love it. And Aya is in the building. She says, Grand Rising, Ron, and everyone. Yes, right, Lisa. This is a big ass cup of healing. Thanks, Ron. I got this from Hello Healing. There we go. Hello Healing. So this is Lisa's brand and her cup that I got from her. At some point, I will get some merch myself one of these days. And Bryson said he's not here. Okay, awesome. Hey, there's Fifi. Fifi says, happy Friday, family. And Fifi and I will be hanging out. Are we still hanging out for lunch later this afternoon? I think we are, right? I think we're getting together today. I think we are. If not, let me know. Good morning. I see all the good mornings. And also, again, make sure you hit those likes. So that way the algorithms can know that we are doing something wonderful over here. And I see here also Bryson's talking today. Bryson says, tonight, if you got the premium ticket, there's the welcome reception at the Victoria for CQ5. Starts at 7. And tomorrow night is the big show at 7 and 10. Thank you, Bryson. Bryson is everything CQ. Fifi says, landed safely in New York City, heading to Brooklyn. Woo! We could just hang out in Brooklyn, Fifi. I mean, you're going to be in Brooklyn. We could just hang out in Brooklyn. We don't have to go up to Harlem today because we'll be there tomorrow. I'm just saying. Anyway, how about juniors? Today?
They're making their lunch date.
Oh gosh. Okay. And who else is in here? What else are you guys saying? Anthony says, I just pulled my track back out as a trek bike. Now that the weather is pleasant. Yes, it's time to go cycling. We got everybody. I will, Ken. Thanks. Okay. I see. Yes, you need merch. Yes, I do need merch, Lisa. I do need it. I had to rethink the notification button. Yep, there you go. I had to re-click the notification button. The algorithm is trying to deny my TBD.
So here's something I didn't think about until she just made that comment. This morning when I got up, I had to literally log back into all of my YouTube accounts because I managed some stuff for other people, and I got booted out of everybody's YouTube on the back end. So I was thinking maybe something is going on. So I'm going to check and see if my notifications were unchecked because that would make sense why I'm not getting it. Because typically, like your channel, Don's channel, and a bunch of other people that I follow, I have the notification about for everything so that when something they're going to go live, I get that notification.
Yeah,
and
I get it. Yeah.
Getting it.
Also sometimes they do have updates, and sometimes they don't do it purposely. There may be an update that took place, and it may have switched everybody off. Look. We had that happen with when Trump took office. Everybody got switched into POTUS, but we were already at POTUS because we were following Biden. Right. But we didn't realize that we were now following Trump, and I immediately deleted that. So like no POTUS for me any longer. So, but yeah. So you have to stay on your social media. Yeah. You have to stay on top of it, and so that way you know what you're following and what you're doing. I believe I said 10 p.m. is canceled. Hey, so did 10 p.m. get canceled? Oh, sorry about that. Let's see here. Bryson says, and then is the after party at midnight, and then Sunday is the CQ brunch at Melba's. The one at 10:12 sold out, and we got 2. Okay, I know we're supposed to be doing something. Are we going to Melba's? Oh, I don't know. I love Melba's. Has any of the people in the community been to Melba's in Harlem? I like it. I usually get my waffles there, waffles and chicken and waffles. And let's see here. Fifi said, "Is not my mom. I flew back." Okay. So you guys having the conversation there. Okay, cool. Chris, what's on your mind this morning? You started off. What's on your mind?
I mean, there's just so much in the news. I don't even know where to begin. There's just so much craziness. Well, as usual, if you're not listening to Rachel Maddow, go and listen to the podcast. She is just very informative and constantly putting stuff out there. So, I know what to talk about. That they released the JFK papers early this week. I think it was like Tuesday.
I think it was Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
Okay, because Trump announced it while he was walking to the Kennedy Center that we're going to release Kennedy's all of JFK's papers, completely unredacted. Now, this man is not a planner and he does not know what he's doing. So when his administration released these papers, it was not anything new. But what they failed to tell you was that the unredacted information was all of people's personal social security numbers, addresses, all their personal information. So now they had to issue all those people that are still alive that were a part of that those papers,
so stupid.
New social security numbers. So basically what the US government did was doxed people that are in that document that were a part of all of that. Because they're not all dead. These people are still alive.
Some people are alive.
And here's the thing. One of Trump's lawyers was in a part of that, and he has to be issued now a new social security number.
Wow.
So that's something that regular news is not, mainstream media is not letting people know. And he did that as a distraction for all the other things that he was doing, because of course he got rid of the Department of Education.
Yesterday, right?
On the same day. So it's always about, let's just throw everything at the wall. There's all distractions so everyone can't stay focused. This is it's against the law. It's against privacy laws to put people's personal information out there. Not only do they release the the social security numbers and stuff like that, but it's giving people access to their medical records because now they have all that stuff. So these now you have people that are retired, some people that are still actually working in government, they have all of their personal information out there on the web for everyone to see.
They are the most,
and
it's dysfunctional. It's just dysfunctional.
A day after it was reported that all this information was out there, they said, "Oh, now we're going to backtrack there to try." You can't put the cat back in the bag after you let it out. They decided to go through the papers after they released it, so they didn't even know what was redacted. They just said, "Release it all."
Yeah, they're stupid. Well, think about it. The same thing with Jackie Robinson. We're gonna get rid of all these people, but then they have to go backtrack and now reinstate some of these because
this is what they've been doing.
They're just not. These people are incompetent.
That is not even it, because I think incompetence means that they had some sense of competence at one point. And I don't think they ever have.
He may not have the votes, in the DOE. Well, he just signed. It's not a matter of the vote. It's that he signed. He technically, the president cannot disband the Department of Education.
Yeah.
It has to be done by Congress.
Yeah.
But what the president can do is hamper its ability to operate by firing, getting rid of people, changing
and that's what
things
been
up.
doing.
And that's what they're doing. Most of these programs, they cannot be this. None of these are what we call disbanded. Even the USAID, they're all still operating organizations, but they need, the only one that can disband them is Congress.
Right. So here's a key point that no one's picking up on. All these people that were confirmed to his cabinet, they were asked specific questions as far as, especially Linda McMahon. She was asked about, would you disband or get rid of the Department of Education? And, they all either obeyed the question or said no. Now that this is exactly what they're doing, they should drag their asses back into Congress and, they perjured themselves when they were being questioned during the confirmation hearings. All these people have perjured themselves.
But you got a majority Republican Senate, so guess what?
I know they're not going to do it. I know
they can't do it. Yeah. This is where we are.
It's all a show. It's all a shit show.
This is where we are in America. Our democracy is failing every day. And Kimmy says they want to enact all the things without preparation. It takes time to learn, review, and make corrections. Amen to that. Yes, right. Elise says, exactly, Anthony. Good morning. And so, this is where we are. So there's a lot of social media. Obviously, I'm always on social media. Who ever thought I would be the social media person? I mean, I used to dread social media. And I'm on every day, all day. And I tell you. So, before we do that, maybe I have to go through announcements first. How about, what time is it? Okay, yes, it's about that time. So let me go through these real quick. And one, because we are in, let me see. Here we go. Oh, why is it not showing up?
There you go. It's there. It's there.
Oh, there she is. Okay, it's on my screen on delay. Okay, so it's on my screen on delay, but it was there. So this, guys, join my email list. If you want, you can just click on you see the QR code. Click on the QR code. It'll take you to contact me, or you can just go to newsletter. Okay. Also, again, I will say this and show that I am an event photographer here in New York City. If you are looking for an event photographer, reach out to me, DM me, slide into my DMs, and let me know if I can help you or help you and your family or your friends or your corporation. I do a lot of corporate photography. I just did a big event on 2 nights ago. Absolutely amazing, and I'm sure they'll be posting on LinkedIn, and then I'll share. Once they share, I share. Also, again, thank you to Patreon members who make this possible. make sure you connect with us on Patreon. If you are not a member, support us on Patreon, or you can support with that little $ down below. And also, let me just go from there because we already got that. And also, thank you for Rolling Clouds is a major supporter of our Patreon and this platform. So thank you to the Rolling Clouds Cigar Company, and they are amazing. Okay, I think we got all. And if you want to if you are interested in sharing your product, let us know, and I'll be able to tell you. Just kind of send me a DM, and I'll let you know how we can advertise your product or business or organization.
I owe you,
Chris?
but can I do a plug real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
So, if you guys are not following the conference call and the Drag Race recap show that we are currently in, please go over to the conference call over on YouTube, and Ron will have the link at the bottom the description at the end of the show. But yeah,
Yes.
we are going to be recording episode 12 this weekend. Drag Race airs every Friday night, and we're getting down to the end of the season. So definitely join us. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it. And
They are hilarious.
Yeah, so join us.
Hilarious is the word. I'm not sure if you've seen Chris and his crew. They are absolutely so funny, and yeah, it is worth taking a chance. And they just what do you let the folks know what you do in your conference call? What's the whole point of the conference call?
So we created the conference call, which is our YouTube channel, a couple of years ago. It was started with myself, Rex, and TJ, and we have different types of topics. But the conference call show itself is on hiatus right now. But what we have kept up with is the Drag Race recap show, and basically what that is every week the recap show is basically recaps Friday night's show of Drag Race, and we are currently in season 17 of that show, and episode 12 drops tonight. So we all watch it, and then we get together and we just kind of give a breakdown of the show. Now, one of the funny things that we do is at the beginning of the season, we said, hey, let's all have drag names every week, a different drag name every week. So one of the funnier bits is that I'm really bad with coming up with drag names. So what I do is I come up with a name that is really just kind of out there. You guys would not expect some of the names that I've been using. I don't tell these guys. Yeah, I don't tell these guys what my name is going to be for the week, so that when I come on and I introduce myself, they are completely shocked, and you can see in their reactions. So it's a lot of fun. It's you get a chance to show another side of yourself. We have a lot of fun, and we don't take things too seriously, just like the show doesn't. So if you've never experienced it, just go and watch the show. And then especially it's really, really fun if you have watched Drag Race previously, the actual episode prior to watching our take on it. Because then you'll get all the references and stuff like that. So, and then of course TJ and Ronald are Drag Race connoisseurs. I am what you will consider a baby gay when it comes to Drag Race. I think the last 6 seasons is when I got introduced to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got some of my references. They sometimes will school me on things or call me out on, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's fun. So definitely
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. So guys, also, we are going to start diving into some of these amazing accounts out there. One is obviously I'm going to always promote there's certain people I really like to support. Let me go to Instagram here, and yeah, Chris, do you have any also that you would like that you thought of this week?
I didn't pull any this week.
Ooh, what's going on with Chris?
This was a crazy. Well,
did you look at? Were you on social media this week?
I was, but this was a travel week for me, so it was a little bit difficult with just making sure I had to get stuff done, and then I had a recording for a client Wednesday night, and then I edit, and then I had to put all that stuff up. So I haven't been as in tune as I should be with social media. So I'm a little behind this week.
You're a little behind, a little rusty.
Yeah.
Little rusty. Well, anyway, as you probably know, this is the Jeffrey Wright, and but I just wanted to share this particular article that was out for the number has increased. I mean, this is old, a little bit. I think it increased over the day. There was 67,000 white South Africans have expressed interest in Trump's plan to give them refugee status in America. Now, I'm not going to go into the details, but I just want you to be this. They say it's now 72,000. So it's like 72,000 of, and I know there's people in South Africa. I know black and white. They'll be like, y'all need to go. We go, just leave. However,
we don't want them here.
Because they don't want them in South Africa either. So
we don't want them.
They want to leave South Africa because they're racist. A lot of these people, they're Afrikaans and they are Nazi-minded people. I know people get, but they are they're not South as like Trump was saying.
They're not our worst. They're not our best people.
There you go. They're not the best.
They might be criminals, but I take it some of them might be good. Isn't that what Trump said?
There might be some good ones in there, but these folks, no, they're not that good. But also, what would you think would be the motive of this? I see. My thinking is, and it's just my thinking, not trying to say a conspiracy, but knowing how white supremacy works, is that think about this: 67,000 white, what do you want to call it, adjacent the white supremacists.
There you go.
People.
There you go. It wasn't that way.
coming into America, and what that would do, that's going to affect a lot of places in our country, right? Because now you have more white supremacy. See, again, it's all about increasing the white population. They don't care about all. It's just they really don't care at all about immigration because they think immigration is against them. But 67,000 South Africans who are known for their white supremacy can come to America.
Right, they're unwoke.
The unwoke. And also, again, just to remind you, is that because I had a chance to live there for a little bit, these people are upset because the government is taking back their land that their ancestors or their family have stolen during apartheid. Apartheid. Can we say the word together? Apartheid. And these are the children or the people of apartheid. Remember, apartheid is not that long ago. So these are the folks that want to find refuge in a white supremacist friendly environment, because we already know that this president is operating in that lane.
He's a racist.
Erasing all people of color and women in America.
Yep.
So just wanted to throw that out to you. But this was reposted by Miss Jeffrey Wright. Also, let me see what else I got out here. I got a lot of treats for you. Let's see. This is I had some fun times with. You know who always there is Anonymous is out there again, but we don't know if this is the real Anonymous. And so this was posted yesterday by the Cat Talk, but we don't know if this is the real Anonymous. We talked about Anonymous here. So we don't know if this is real, so I won't go into that. One of my favorites is definitely Occupy Democrats. Now, this is their page, and they are always giving you factual information on democracy. And it goes on and on. And so you learn a whole lot of what's happening day to day. I am a subscriber, a follower, and Occupy Democrats. And it's really all about democracy and what's going on, stuff that Trump is doing, stuff that's happening in the country. People that are being harmed. It has talk about the AOCs and Bernie's event that happened a couple of days ago in Vegas, and they're on a tour. And it just shares all, like I said, all the stuff that's happening that you should be aware of and know what's going on. So again, that's one of my favorites that I set aside for you guys. And also another platform is we all know our wonderful Brian Taylor over at Tyler Cohen on YouTube, and his page, his Instagram, his page. Oh, I'm not following what page I have this on. So there we have him as well. And again, amazing information, always on top of getting the truth out, always trying to make sure that you are armed with information. And again, if you have a account, this is your time to put into the chat FF, meaning Focus Friday, and put in the account so that way we can also share an account that you follow that inspires, encourages, or informs. So make sure you do that. I see Elise is saying here. Oh, here we go. All of the Democrats should be on tour. They need to go to Florida and Wisconsin before April 1st.
Yeah.
I agree, Elise, with you. I agree. I see also Day Savage says, I'm out walking regarding the South Africa essays of South Africa. If I were on my computer, I would be burning up the keyboard. And now back to my walk. I get you. I hear you. Anthony says, wow. The original owners took their land back and now I'm oppressed. That's right. And that's in South Africa. And it's amazing. And Trump knows nothing about this. This is something that Elon must be whispering in his ear, because Elon is a South African, and also he's in alignment with these white folks that want to hold on to their land that they stole. And white supremacy is something else, isn't it? Okay, if you have a account that you want us to share and that can benefit everyone, please share it.
I'm monitoring the chat, so if I come across one, I will definitely put it in our private chat.
And this is one that recently that Brian shared. This was, I think, 38 minutes ago. How do you give a major defense contractor who does business in China access to top secret contingencies planning for war with China? It's such an obvious, audacious, egregious conflict of interest. It takes your breath away. David Axelrod.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about that a little bit, because even the person who's in charge of was it not commerce? I forget what it was, but he is promoting Elon's stock on Fox TV. That is illegal.
Hannity? Is it Hannity?
I don't know where it was. I know it was on Fox, but I don't know the Commerce Secretary. That's what it was. He's actually promoting Tesla and Tesla stocks on national TV. It is against the law to do that.
I do believe it's called the Hatchet Act.
Yes. And no one is calling him out on these things. Like, it's been reported on several news outlets, but like, why is it not a big deal? Like, I mean, so many people have gotten in trouble for that, the Hatchet Act.
Yes. And I see Derek is also bringing something up. He is mentioning here about AOC and Bernie are holding rallies. All the Democrats need to be as well. And this is something that I wish the Democrats would wake up, because they were talking about this on Don Lemon's show today. Is AOC and Bernie where the Democrat Party wants to be? I feel like the Democrats have always wanted to be where AOC and Bernie have been. And remember, the Democrats chose Clinton over Bernie, and that momentum was happening back then, that we would be a more progressive, well, I'm not a Democrat, but that the Democrat Party would be a more progressive party. And if they would have took on that role, there may have been less Trump or MAGA people, because a lot of MAGA people, some of them, were just discontented with the average, what was happening in America, and they felt like there was no one on their side, which some of them are now peeling away from MAGA because they realize, I don't know how they didn't know this, that MAGA is not for them.
They were drinking the Kool-Aid.
They were drinking the Kool-Aid. But AOC is the future. Bernie is the future. I do believe they need to go all in. Elizabeth Warner, get in. These are the progressive wing of the party. And I think let them operate in their fullness. Let them flow. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Hannah says, good morning to Derek. You are correct. Elise says, it's against the Hatchet Act. Yep, there we go. There we go. That, Elise is right there on top of it. Anthony says, Elon is visiting the Pentagon. I don't know what access their gift, but I'm not comfortable with this at all. Look, none of this is normal.
It's not. This is an unelected person with in a quote-unquote organization that is not approved by Congress. As a matter of fact, a judge, I believe it was yesterday, told them that they had to remove themselves from Social Security office. Anything that they've, any software that they've implemented there has to be removed, and they cannot remove or distribute any of the information that they had access to.
Yes. So there you have it. So that's one. That is another one of my favorites. I'm going to share some more. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Get back here, back to the screen. Any other that you guys have? Okay, I'm going to share some more with you. Also, I have to say, where's my Harry? Where is my Harry? Oh, did you guys see this week? And maybe this is one of my favorite photographers, and he's good friends with Prince Harry and the royal family, and he is Misan Harriman, and he's from Nigeria originally, and he lives in London. An amazing photographer. But I want to know, have you guys experienced this? And here's something that was on a focus this week, and maybe you have had this, or maybe you saw this. And let me get this clicked on here. It's quite interesting, and it's sad, but it is what it is.
There's been a lot of just overtly violent racist language used, anti-Arab, anti-Semitic, ableism, anti-trans, misogyny and misogynoir. And look, this happens quite a lot, but this is a big spike. I would say over the last 10 days. So a lot of my friends from the Jewish and Muslim community have messaged me saying some of the language is disturbing. And I looked further into it, and I would say the majority of the worst things that were said are by what looks like bots, so their profiles they're not following anyone, they've done no posts, they're private profiles, and they're saying the things that obviously you couldn't really get away with if you were a public profile, which is interesting in itself. I had someone call me the N-word and use banana emojis yesterday at me. I have seen extraordinarily violent things said towards Meghan and other Black women. I have seen language, conflating what the IDF is doing with all Jews. I have seen posts saying that Arabs are basically born violent, or worse than that, in my opinion, using the term Pallywood, saying that all of the dead children are AI. I've seen a lot of all of that, mainly from profiles with no followers, no posts, and private. So the thing I ask everyone, and really disturbing, I have had comments attacking children, black children with Down syndrome, and the usual sort of violent language towards the trans community. But it's all happening at once, a lot. So what I would say is, look, do not be triggered and respond to these people. A lot of them are not actual human beings. The bigger question I'm asking is, to what point, if there's so many bots that are saying the worst things, you know, who is behind trying to keep us enraged? These comments are crazy. You know, it's very, very odd to see this. So, you know, I'm looking into it further, but there's clearly a machinery of hate, an industrial scale machinery of hate that's trying to trigger a lot of us and keep us divided. And of course, there are real human beings that also genuinely feel these things, which is very scary. But I wanted to make this video to say, don't respond. If you see something crazy in the comments, don't respond. If I see it, I always delete and report. I get so many, so many now, it's hard to see. But I'm thankful the community members have been making me aware of it, and all of it is unacceptable. This is not how we build bridges.
And if you want to follow his page, he is an amazing photographer, has photographed some of the most interesting people, English actors, and he also is a philanthropist, does a lot of charity. He works for one of the big banks. I do believe it's one of the big banks or financiers in London. Great, just an interesting guy, but a great photographer. You can see his page. He has 246,000 followers. Meeson Harriman and his family and everything. So he's got all this great information on his page. You will learn when you're on his page, because he's all about educating the public, and he uses his gift of photography to educate as well. So that's a great platform, a great Instagram page you can follow. And I'm not sure if he's on YouTube, but I know definitely he has his Instagram page. Okay. And I do see there's somebody in here with something in to share. Hannah has something to share. Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I see it right there. And let me put that in there. It's St. Morgan Press. And we'll share that. And St. Morgan Press looks like Dr. Wiz. This is a platform, emergency physician, MD, author of Legator, Night of the Crow, and Morphosis, and abstract artist and curator of East Saint. Okay. A doctor's in the house. It looks like he shares about his life. Looks like it's pretty much photos of him and maybe sharing information on. But am I following? I remember following this person. Yep, I am following it. Yep. I was like, wait a minute, I know these pictures before. Yeah, so he shares about different stuff in the medical world. And so check out. Let's see what one of these. Let's go on one that he's pinned. Okay. So he also has art. I almost remember us. Was it Elise or someone that also suggested this person? Yes, I see. Yep, Elise says I follow him because of his artwork. I remember this page in our Focus Friday Focus Friday. And you know I love art. Nice. Okay. And anyone else out there? So we see that Elise follows that account. And I remember I said, I remember this. I remember this artist. And I was like, I remember us talking about the artwork. I remember this part, when they're going down the stairs. Memory is a good thing. Can I tell you, when you can remember something, I am, like I mentioned many times, because of my mother's dementia, I am so appreciative of the little things that I'm able to remember, because memory is so precious that you can remember and reflect on things, that just even the little things, So, but anyway, I just had to throw that in there. Just throwing it in there. Let's see here. Let me go to back to another page here. And I think what time is it? Let me respect.
So 11:52. We're good on time.
Okay, we're good. And there was another a platform that I think you should be aware of. And let me go into my Focus Friday. And let's see here. I think I got everything in the. Oh, this gentleman. Yes, right. There we go. Let me share his page. Really good stuff. Hold on. I'm going to share it right now. This page is the Woke Ginger. I love this guy's page, and every day
I follow him. Yeah, he's really good.
Every day he posts something.
Companies that had pulled their support for sponsorships of San Francisco's Pride Festival for 2025. New information is coming out about one of these companies, so I want to give you the updated information so you are fully aware of the story. La Crema Wines, which is the sponsor for San Francisco Pride under the umbrella of Jackson Family Wines, wants the public to know that they will be there this year. La Crema announced that it will return as a sponsor this year and maintains that it never intended to not be one. San Francisco Pride shared about a month ago they reached out to the wine company and they declined to sponsor, but suggested that they could request free wine. Yesterday, a spokesperson for the company confirmed that they will be back at San Francisco Pride this year. They will also have a large presence on the East Coast for World Pride in Washington, D.C. this June. While there was certainly some type of miscommunication between the company and the organizers of San Francisco Pride, it's good to know that they will be returning, unlike the other four. Earlier.
So he shares a lot of stuff. I mean, he's always giving you stats, information, who's supporting Black Lives Matter, who's supporting the Target. There was one that he was really good. Oh, this was the Ben & Jerry's.
If it seems like Ben & Jerry's has been rather quiet on social issues as of late, that is a result of its parent company, Unilever. Ben & Jerry's is famous for being a brand that focuses on social justice related issues. Unilever purchased Ben & Jerry's in 2000. However, that deal was only completed after Unilever agreed to Ben & Jerry's continuing to have its own independent board and being able to focus on social justice issues, which is a key to its brand. Today, Unilever fired the CEO of Ben & Jerry's after he refused to give in to their demands. Unilever has prevented Ben & Jerry's from talking negatively about Donald Trump, as well as celebrating Black History Month in February. They also have unilaterally prevented them from talking about the recent arrest of a Columbia University student who protested related to Palestine. It's time to give Unilever an FAFO moment. Here are the brands that Unilever sells. Of course, we want to continue supporting Ben & Jerry's, but please consider making changes to your shopping list if it includes one of these brands.
So there you have it. He's really good. Again, that is the Woke Ginger. And I think you will learn a whole lot. Very informative. and I think a platform that we all can definitely use as we navigate these new political waters here in America, and if not the world. Okay, where are we on time there? Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good,
Mhm.
and I think that we have time for one more.
Yeah,
One
go
more.
go
Okay.
for it.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna cue in, and because here we go. Let me go back here, and well, this one is a fun one to close on. I am late to the party, but I was like I fell in love. Literally sat in the restaurant for 2 hours, like if I had nothing better to do, just laughing. And I felt so good. I felt like I was on a vacation last night. And this is this platform is called Prank Display. And it does all these pranks around the world. However, there were a few that really were really cool to me. For instance, this is one.
I've seen this one.
Oh, he looks like he's asleep. They keep their eyes open all the time. Okay.
This was mean.
And they have all these clips.
That was so
and
mean.
That was so. When I saw it, I could not. I kept repeating it, could not do it. But it is a really good. If you want to just like lighten up your day, Hannah says, "Me too, Ron." If you want to lighten up your day, let's say you are having a stressful moment or your day is not good, you need to go to Prank Display. It was so hilarious to me. And I just went through some of these. There was one, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. There's one that I want to share. 'Cause I went through all of these. I was like, but there is one that I want to. It was so good. Let me just go back to my clicks. I have it right there lined up for me. And hold on, let me roll back here. Here we go. Let me roll back. And this one.
Tony! Go fuck up! Fuck off! Fuck's sake.
I just think it's hilarious. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
Grace, you almost ready?
Yes.
The Uber's on the way. Can you
Keep asking me.
can you just keep
Anyway, this is a good way to close out. I just thought it was so good. Anyway,
Yes,
on a Friday, we needed a little lighten up at the end of the
a little levity.
yeah. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the correct word. But I literally sat and and then I would go through some of my friends. It was the evening, so I sent some of these to some of my friends, and it was just funny to me. I laughed. I had a good time. But if you need a light moment, a great Focus Friday suggestion for you guys. Okay, I think that's it, buddy. I think we are here, and we are on time.
12
We're
o'clock.
on 12 o'clock, and so again, tomorrow, if you guys want to hang out with us doing our meetup, just go to RLP Photographers Meetup on Meetup, the Meetup app, and you can just sign up for that. And we're gonna have a great time in Soho tomorrow. It's gonna be great weather, and I think that's it. I think we got everything covered. Chris, any announcements for you? Anything you're doing?
No.
Okay, I think
Go
this is it.
outside and enjoy the weather if it's beautiful where you are.
It's spring. It's spring in America. Well, at least
And
in
where? Formerly
America.
known as America. You know, we're on vacation right now for another couple more years.
Yes, and we're not going. I'm trying not to go into any other topics today.
No, let's
So
go.
that way we can
Signing
just
off,
relax
signing
and
off.
enjoy the rest of the day. I will be TikTokers. The TikTokers are out and they're gone as well. So bye, TikTokers. See you later. And okay, Instagram. We're out. We're out. Thank you, Chris. Love you, bro. And guys, thank you for tuning in. And make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you post this. Look, I'm got it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh.
Oh.
It just doesn't want to work.
There you go.
I got it. There we are. Okay, there we are. There we are. That's right. If you enjoyed today, send some hearts. Send some love. Mimi, send some love. Roland, Mr. Roland, send some love. And but guys, thank you so much for being with us today. I appreciate you. And if you have any suggestions of anything that we can do for this community, make it better, please send me the DMs. Send Chris some DMs. We are here to make a better community. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Net is there. Kimmy Kim is there. Elise is there. Elise, safe travels in LA, in California. Elise is away. That's right. And Gwendolyn is resting after she had a colonoscopy yesterday. So they are on there. They're doing their thing. And so again, we miss them for not. We love when they're here. We love when they are here. But I also know that they are enjoying themselves wherever they are. Well, LA and home. Okay, we're out. Take care, guys. Love you. Have a good day. Bye. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.